Howdy there again, folks. Me, of course, Brandon Wenzel, doing another little food review for you. Sometimes I wonder if the power I would wield if I were willing to be more professional about these. Maybe I will be one day. But until now, you're just getting all the flubs and all the bullshit because unless I really screw something up, I'm not redoing these. Though to be fair, when I first started, I tried out quite a few things. Anyway. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do another one for you. I just got through doing the Kool-Aid Mystery Jammers. So I'm going to try to do stuff I got here. I'm going to try to do kind of a drink thing. That way I get a nice balance, right? Makes sense? All the stuff. It would almost be quasi-rational were it not for the fact that all of the things I'm going to try are miserable for you. I'm sorry, I wish that, eating celery were more interesting or, actually rewarding in terms of flavor. But it's not. Stuff like this is. And I get a kick out of it more than if I were just going over here eating a carrot. Though maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe if I go over there and this thing ends up becoming a thing, I'll, if I do enough videos or something like that, which I am not banking on. This is just for shits and giggles. But if for whatever reason it does become a little bit of a thing, maybe I'll just have a vegetable special where I just go over there and try nothing but healthy stuff for a few videos or something. I don't know. Anyway, so what am I trying today after the Kool-Aid Jammers? Well, trying some Hostess Cupcakes. But not just any Hostess Cupcakes. Oh no. I found these at the gas station by my house. They had a few new flavors. Like Hostess, pretty good. They do some decent stuff. I know they've had some financial troubles and everything. And I appreciate the fact that every so often, and actually a fairly good amount of times throughout the year, they just do gimmicky flavors that only exist for, a couple months or whatever. And this one, I had to try. Even though I'm guessing I'll be kind of let down, but we'll see. They had a strawberry one, which I actually tried already. I didn't do a video for it because it was strawberry flavored. I imagine everybody's tried strawberry something or other. Probably strawberry Hostess flavor at some point, so wasn't going to bother with that one. But what I haven't had before is there's a window there. Mermaid flavored cupcakes. Oh yeah. I don't know what mermaids are supposed to taste like. There's a great meme going around out there talking about the idea of, is a mermaid, the top part of the mermaid is that red meat, and then the bottom part of the mermaid is that, fish meat. Surf and turf type of thing. It's funny. Look up the meme. It's funnier than I am. But I saw this. I figured I had to try it. Why not, right, folks? I mean, all the reasons. In actuality, there's nothing about this that's really a good idea. But I'm going to try it anyway. See what tasting a mermaid in cupcake form is like. I'm guessing it's probably not going to be quite as good as, I was going to say as good as I was hoping, but then that implies that I'm at some point hoping to eat a mermaid and for it to be good. And that's not really anything I've ever considered. But, mermaid, those cupcakes, we're doing the thing. I like normal cupcakes. They're good. So, let's get one of these out. My guess is, alright, so we got white cake, or yellow cake rather, and we got the frosting and stuff. My guess is, maybe it'll probably be it does have a little bit of a scent to it. Maybe it'll be vanilla or something. Obviously, unless Hostess, maybe that's why they're having financial issues. They went over there and spent too much time into developing, hunting down, and grinding up mermaids before they could go over there and actually start to package them in a cupcake format. But now they've been able to do it. I'm guessing it'll probably be maybe vanilla, or maybe it's kind of blue, so maybe a light blueberry flavor or something. Anyway, I'm going to give it a shot, and you know how the thing goes. cream inside and such. Yeah, okay. Basically what I thought. Got yellow cake, you got the cream. Flavor-wise, tastes just frosted. Like, I don't know if, I mean, maybe like vanilla or something like that. There's really no, like I was, maybe blueberry or something. Nothing like that. If that is what mermaids taste like, they taste pretty generic, and Hostess spent way too much time tracking them down and grinding them up. But yeah, I figured it was just going to be purely for decoration standpoint. Some of them are, you've got the mermaid thing, go over there and attract little kids and stuff. Like, oh boy, mermaids. And of course, idiots like me. It was fine though. It tasted good. It was a Hostess cupcake. Obviously, it wasn't the chocolate kind, but if you're cool with yellow cake and the frosting and stuff, kind of a Twinkie styling there, perfectly fine. I'd probably go for a chocolate one over this. I don't think I would get the mermaid one again. Less off of taste and more off of the swindling feeling of not getting the real mermaid experience that I was hoping for. But yeah, they're perfectly fine. I'll definitely eat the other one a little bit later on. It's around the time I'm doing this, it's a little bit after lunch, so after this I'm gonna make some actual food, and I'll probably go over there with some of the leftover stuff and down it as like a really crappy dessert. So it will get eaten. There's really not much more to say to it. In terms of going over there and associating this with any type of story like I usually like to do, I do have one Hostess cupcake story, specifically when I worked at the gas station, which I did. I worked overnights at a gas station for 7 years. Far too long for anyone to work at a gas station. No offense, and I don't mean that, to be offensive to anybody who works at a gas station. Because, hey, some folks, that works for them. Some folks, that's their best option. For me personally, though, after 7 years, I was losing my mind. It wasn't even, the low pay and all that stuff and, crappy benefits didn't help. It was just doing that type of work just drove me insane. To anybody who works in customer service, because I went from that to working in, factory jobs. I couldn't deal with dealing with customers anymore. So to any of you folks out there working in customer service, seriously, good on you, because that is a much rougher job than people give you credit for. Anyway, while I was there, at one point in time, I got bored one night, which wasn't entirely uncommon. Though I usually was actually pretty good about, keeping myself entertained, because for the most part, the store I worked at didn't care too much what I did at night. So I would read comics or novels or, bust out my PSP or practice doing high kicks or, just whatever popped in my head. They were generally okay with just kind of, as long as I didn't steal, money from the register or lotto or anything like that, they pretty much were okay with me doing what I wanted. So I got bored one night and I decided to do a taste test. This was right around the time when Hostess was starting to have their issues. So I figured I'd better get it in while I had the chance. So I took some Hostess cupcakes, some Little Debbie cupcakes, and then some Mexican brand cupcakes. I forget what they're called, maybe Pinguinos or something like that. I'm sorry, I know that's, but that's... So I went over there, I took all three of them, and I decided to do a taste test. And the one that came out on top was the Hostess. I know Hostess, they use beef fat or something like that as as part of their mixture for their stuff, and they were the only ones who did that. And apparently that was really the saving grace to the whole thing. Little Debbie's came in second, and the Pinguinos or whatever they were called, they came in third. They had a little bit more of a chemically taste, if I recall correctly. Not that they were terrible, but that's what I took away from it. And yeah, so I went over there and I decided to do that. Sadly, at that point, I wasn't doing this because, you know, maybe I could have jumped on this train a lot earlier and made the millions. And I mean, as stupid as that sounds, consider some of the crap that's made tons and tons of money on YouTube. I wouldn't... For as much as I'm happy I got out of dealing with customer service, you know, no offense to a lot of the good customers I had, because some of you folks I'm still cool with to this day. But if I could just have money, that would be way better than going and doing a factory job. Yeah, you know, because I'll work for my money, absolutely. I mean, I'm a little bit lazy, but I'll work for my money. But at the same time, rather, you know, going over there, doing all kinds of paint stuff and inhaling all kinds of stuff that I'm sure is not good for me, and probably end up with some sort of class action lawsuit or something like that, you know, 15 years down the line when all my fucking hair falls out, when the rest of my hair falls out. Get fucking Peter Francis Tracy on this shit, who will still somehow be alive because... He's a lawyer who works in Illinois, and this guy's been doing commercials since I was a little kid. And, like, with the exception of his hair being a little bit more gray, it was a little bit more salt and pepper when I was first coming up. Guy, I mean, at least as of right now, he still does commercials periodically and stuff. So, anyway, that's my whole thing. It's perfectly fine, the mermaid thing. Definitely doesn't have that real mermaid flavor, which is a shame considering that they use the beef flavor for their other cupcakes. I feel like they could have gone full mermaid on this one. But for whatever reason, like I said, maybe they just didn't have the time and resources to make it happen. And so we got this. And it's pretty good. So, that said, I'm going to end this the way I like to end this. To anyone who's watching this, first of all, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it tremendously. Like I said, I'm not expecting to get rich off of this or anything like that. I'm just doing it for shits and giggles. So hopefully you are enjoying this, enjoying the content that I put out, because why the hell not? Maybe it'll help you. If you see some mermaid cupcakes, you'll be like, wait a second now. I remember that one guy, and he was like, maybe it'll help you out. But regardless of any of that, whether anything I do helps you or all that stuff, hope you have a fantastic day, fantastic week, fantastic month, fantastic life. Just go out there and keep kicking ass. Bring a little positivity into the world if you can. I do so by going over there and eating this toxic chemical-laden crap, which then other people cannot eat. People can learn from the things that I do and use me as an example of what not to do. Have a good one, folks. I'm going to get out of here. Bye.